This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. South London drill rapper Mayhem has been jailed for 16 years.
All I know is the trap, I don't wanna get trapped in. I'm trying to stack some money, if you match it then we tax him. I was busy flashing bread, trying to buy the latest fashion. I got nicked for a skeng, I went missing like Madeline.
The police have revealed in information from the courtroom that himself along with 5 other people were convicted of firearm charges in relation to trying to take a load of guns to the funeral of one of his friends that was murdered 2 years before. In 2022, drill rapper Perms, also known as Lamar Scott, was murdered after a car chase that left the delivery driver also killed. Perms was shot dead, and this was one of many shootings that occurred in relation to gang warfare in the local area, and the police were fully aware of this. Due to the risks that were posed to Mayhem and his associates, they decided that it would be wiser to carry firearms to the funeral than risk being caught without them. Mayhem has been making music for many years. I believe he's one of the original founding members of 150, which is the group that they did music under and which was associated to the Brixton area. He performed on channels like GRM Daily, Link Up TV and also Press Play Media. In the official statement from the police coming out the courtroom, it says that 6 gang members have been jailed and handed sentences for stocking up on firearms to bring to the funeral of their friend that was shot dead in Brixton. The Metropolitan Police learnt that David Messenger from Clapham was holding firearms inside his home when they raided it on the 17th of June 2023. The police found 3 firearms and ammunition hidden in a shoebox in the garage. They also discovered deleted Snapchat conversations where David had been ordered by Jordan Joseph, who is known as Mayhem, to store the firearms and bring them to the funeral of Lamar Scott, aka Perms. On the same day that David was arrested, Chuckiel Simms and another person was in a taxi heading towards the funeral in Wandsworth Cemetery, but the police swooped in and found a firearm, ammunition and a folding pocket knife. Both men were arrested and taken to Wandsworth police station. Later on, officers stopped a cab with Nyron Cross, Demar Vassell and Jordan Jones inside. The police recovered a firearm, bullets, knives and Class A drugs. Conversations between the 3 was also picked up on the driver's dash cam, and this is another damning bit of evidence that we've seen recently in other sort of videos that have come online. For example, the kid that was on about Uncle Drive when he was being stabbed in a taxi. The dash cam footage in vehicles is easily accessible by the police and often something that people don't think about, so when they're in taxis having general conversations, they don't believe or think they don't remember that this may come back to haunt them. The police discovered conversations between the 3 in the taxi where they discussed where the gun was, who had the gun, and also the disappointment that they now only had 1 gun to take to the funeral. On top of this conversation, they also discussed how to prevent DNA transfer of the firearm. Chuckiel Simms, who was caught in the first car, was sentenced to 9 years and 9 months behind bars at Kingston Crown Court on July the 30th, 2024. He was found guilty of possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life and also possession of ammunition and a knife. David Messenger, the man that was holding the firearms, was jailed for 10 years at Croydon Magistrates on the 28th of June last month. And Jordan Joseph from Southwark was given a 16-year sentence at Croydon Crown Court at the end of June for possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life. Nyron Cross, Demar Vassell and Jordan Jones, who was caught in the second taxi, were sentenced to 15 years each. All 3 of them were jailed for possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life. Detective Superintendent Victoria Sullivan says, "We've seen time and time again that guns make their way to the communities and cause devastation. The shootings in the recent months in London were a terrible reminder of this, and the police were very proud of their investigation and everything they did to get these convictions today. The investigation into the firearms makes the community safer and also prevented any attacks taking place at the funeral or after." So this story definitely goes to show how risky this lifestyle is, and even when you're trying to mourn a friend, you cannot not be a gangster anymore. You are always going to be responsible. You're always going to have to take precautions for anything you're doing, and this is the lifestyle that so many young people are joining up to now, and so often as well, long sentences would await you. So really appreciate you joining me for this update. Rest in peace to Perm, and we'll definitely update you on any more street news to come from London in the coming days. Peace.
Flashing hella money, buying hella fuckery. Now I'm looking at my stack, thinking I ain't got no guap, I ain't got no money. Was this all worth it? All the blood, pain, sweat, tears and all the hurting.